Hello everyone. Welcome to KSR Data Vision YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see Power BI concepts topic by topic. So we are going to create a playlist where you can understand the complete concepts of Power BI in depth. To start with, we are going to learn charts. So I'll give you the playlist expectations. So what you can expect from this playlist is each and every chart we are going to learn in depth what are the advantages, disadvantages, when you have to use it, when you have to avoid it. Apart from charts, we'll also see some of the advanced charts that is used in the real time. So by end of this playlist, you can master in charts. Now, why this charts is very important? A skillful Power BI developer has to know for which data, which type of chart is required. Remember one thing, whenever you're visualizing your data, when you're converting your raw data into insights, you should always use the right charts. So using the right chart for the right data is a first qualification of a Power BI developer. So this is a chance for you to master all the charts. So we will be creating every video for every chart. Now let's learn the first chart. Before we learn the first chart, I'll just give you a high level data set information. So this is a data that we'll be working with. This is just a sample superstore where you'll get it in online. So this data set is very much similar to any of the e-commerce company. Just like you have order information, you have the customer information, and you have where is the geographical location. You also have the product information, and finally you have something to deal with sales, profit, and discount or quantity. So this is a data that we will be using throughout this charts playlist. Now to start with, this is a report panel. This is where you start creating your multiple pages and start loading your visuals. Now Power BI supports around 30 default charts which you're seeing on the right side of the screen. Now also we have this data set. So in data set, every column maybe that is called as fields. It can be called as fields, it can be called as features, or it can be called as columns. So this is a data set. In this data set, we have around maybe 15 to 20 columns. Now in this data set, there are three type of data types. When I say three type of data types, the one which is only in numbers, I'll call them as numerical data type. The one which is having string or a character or a words, I will call them as a categorical feature or categorical variable. And also we do have something called related to date information. I'll take this as a date data type. Now this is in the data set. Now how do you differentiate whether it's a numerical data type, categorical data type, or a date data type in this fields column is any feature, maybe any column, if it is in a numerical format, numerical data type, you will see a summation symbol. This summation symbol states that this is a numerical data type. When I say numerical, it will be in the numbers. Sales will be in the numbers, profit will be in the numbers, quantity will be in the numbers. So this is how it will be in the number format. Now, nothing is there. If there is nothing with respect to the feature, that can be called as a categorical variable. A categorical variable will be having a set of words, characters similar to that. Now, you can see some calendar symbol. That calendar symbol states that it is a date data type. So these are the three things you have to know as of now. Now we are going to visualize our first graph. The first thing you have to do is, this is a page where you can start creating your visuals. I'll just go and click on one visual. The moment you click on this visual, the skeleton of this visual comes into your page. You click on any visual, you can see the skeleton. So this is a skeleton. For now, I have the skeleton. Now, my next objective is to just fill the form. I just need to fill the form. The moment I fill the form, I will be able to get the graph. Now, just to give a rough idea, this is a two-dimensional graph where you have to fill your x-axis, where you have to fill y-axis. Now the question is, what you need to fill in the x-axis, what you need to fill in the y-axis. So this is the question. Now here I've got the skeleton. I need to fill the axis and I need to fill the values. Now what you have to drag to the axis, what you have to drag to the values is a question. Let me consider, I'll drag this category to axis and I'll drag sales to my values. Within 3 clicks, I was able to draw a graph. Remember one thing, I am not using my keyboard. By just using my mouse, by just using my drag and drop, I was able to get my first visual. Now, what does this chart mean? In technology, we add a sales of 8 lakhs. In furniture, we have a sales of 7,41,000. In office supply, we have a sales of 7,20,000 something odd. Now, the question is, which is the right features that has to be dragged to this is a question. Let us say, what if I reverse it? Sales I drag it here and category I drag it in this. Remember one thing, your Power BI will never say it is wrong or right. The right or wrong comes in how readable your chart is. If your chart is not readable, then there is no use of creating your visuals. One has to understand the story behind your data by just seeing the graph. You should never speak, your graph or your visual should speak. But in this case, I am not at all able to read what is happening. In this case, it will never work. So this chart will never work. Now, the chart which we are talking about is, I'll call them in simple terms, just dragging this, I'll call them in simple terms. This chart, I'll call it as column chart. Now in this column chart, what are the options you can create it? Either you have to add a x-axis and y-axis. I can take it as, I can add one categorical variable with one categorical variable. I can add one categorical variable with one numerical variable, and I can add one numerical variable with one numerical variable. So these are the 3 options I can plot a graph. Now we'll try with each and every combination, then we will come to conclusion when your column chart has to be used. Okay, now in the chart, we'll consider this as an axis. This we'll consider as values in Power BI. Okay, now let's go and drag profit to my axis, sales to my values. Remember, I am trying to add 2 numerical variables. When I'm trying to add 2 numerical variables, this chart is going on toss. That means this chart is not giving any information. There is no use of plotting this. When this is not giving any information, what is the purpose of using this? it's never going to work. Either you again drag sales here and profit here, that also is not going to work. That also it's not going to work. So whether you drag sales or you drag profit, you are using axis also a numerical value, values also a numerical value. So in this case your chart is not working. I can say that whenever your data or whenever your analysis requires two numerical values, this chart is not at all the right chart you have to use. You can never use a column chart if you want to do analysis for two numerical variables. Remember this. This is very important. When you should not use it, that's what I'm telling. Now, let's try the other way. Now, what I will do, let the values be sales, but now I'll take categorical data into my axis. So categorical data, it's nothing but it is in the string format. So technology, furniture, office supplies are three values. Now this chart is crystal clear. Everything I'm able to read it. Within technology, how much sale has happened? Within furniture, how much sale has happened? I am able to get this. I can clearly say that column chart is really good for analysis of categorical data with numerical data. So this is the right combination of categorical data with numerical data to plot your column chart. Now, if you see here, usually the default summation it is happening is, it is basically taking the sum. If you just click this drag down, you can see it is sum. So basically you can find sales by category or average sales by category or minimum by category or maximum by category. So you have n number of options to do it. So you can just change it to average as well. So this is average of sales. Suppose if you want sum, you can still go with sum. So there are many options available in Power BI itself if you want to have changes with respect to calculations. So as I said, this is a right combination, a categorical data with the numerical data in order to plot your chart. Now, what if this is also categorical data, this is also categorical data. Now, still it is viewable. I can say the data, when I drag the categorical with the categorical, so customer name is also a categorical data. So category is also a categorical data. When I say categorical, it is in terms of words, string. Now this chart is still readable. Finally, my objective is I should have a good readability. So in this chart, readability is there. Now the question is it going to give the information? Yes, this is readable. This is readable. I can say whenever you want to analyze a categorical data with the categorical data, this is also possible. But I'll give just 1 star. I'll not give 3 stars. Why? Because whenever I'm dragging a categorical data, it is directly taking as count. You don't have an option of sum, average, minimum, maximum. Nothing you can do because this is all in the categorical data. You cannot sum two names. You cannot take an average of two names. That is not possible. That's the reason it is taking as count. You can count the people, but you cannot add two people. So that way it is directly giving you the count. In previous example, we have taken sales, it was adding it. We were able to get average, we were able to get minimum, we were able to get maximum. So everything was possible. But in this case, it is directly taking count, and that is the reason I am giving 1 star. And remember one thing, though it is a categorical data, internally it is taken as count, so it becomes a numerical value. Internally it is taking as count. So count means if you see the count of customer name, The count of customer name, internally it is converted into numerical value. So I can say that whenever you want to use your column chart, the best option will be whenever you want to analyze your categorical data with the numerical data. In that case, this column chart becomes very useful. This is also possible. Why? Because internally it is taking as numerical only, because it is taking as count. When it is not suitable is, you have to remember this. So this is how you remember how you can use a right chart to the right data. Now this is, we'll come back to sales and we'll come back to category. So this is very good chart. One categorical data, one numerical data, I am able to read it. This chart is clearly visible and it is very much readable to our business. Now, what if I interchange this? In that case, in the values where it has to take a count, in the values where it was a numerical value, I have dragged a categorical value. Again, this is going on toss. Even though I have used a categorical data with the numerical data, by interchanging the axis, again, this is not working. Power BI doesn't tell whether it's a right or wrong. It will plot it, but it is you who have to decide whether this chart is readable or not. So remember one thing, always in your values, it should be numerical data type, and in the axis it has to categorical data type. So that is why, even though it is a categorical data with the numerical data, this chart is going on toss. So you have to drag your category to your axis, which is my categorical data, and drag your sales to the values, so this becomes readable. So anyone can drag to this form and use this chart, but only a skilled Power BI developer knows when to use, when not to use. So this is a takeaway from this video. Whenever you are using a column chart, remember one thing, it has to be a categorical data comparing with the numerical data, then you can plot your column chart. Now, when I say categorical data with the numerical data, this is fine. It has only 3 categories. Now let's say I take any of the other categorical data. Let's say I have a product. We have a different product in the data set, like phones. We have many headphones, chargers, something like that. Let us assume as an example, even though it is having a categorical data with the numerical data, again, if you see this, this is again not that readable. The primary condition is satisfied, but unfortunately this is again not that readable because it is having more number of categorical levels. Now how to fix this? Column chart was very useful for this minimum number of categories. Let's say it is having 5 categories, 6 categories, 10 categories, it is readable. But what happens in this, since the more number of categories are there, this chart again goes into a non-readable format. Now how to fix this? We will see an alternative chart for this. So that's all about the column chart. We'll find an alternative chart. What if the number of category is more? For now, this is readable, and your takeaway should be one categorical data comparing with one numerical data. Column chart is the best chart for this type of analysis. Now this has some problem that will fix in the other charts. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next video.